Turn up your frequency with love, self-care, and bite-sized brain hacks for the seeker in you. It's time to give your mind a little love with your host, Beverley J. Miller. Welcome to the Soulful Selfcare podcast, where we explore holistic well-being and personal growth, offering you practical tips and heartful insights. Join our community and start your journey towards a more soulful, self-caring you. Subscribe today because taking care of yourself is the first step to taking care of others. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Soulful Self-Care. I'm so glad you're here with me today for episode 5. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects every aspect of our lives, decision making. Specifically, how can we get better at the small decisions that shape our lives? These seemingly minor choices can have a big impact, and learning to navigate them thoroughly is a skill worth cultivating. So let's get started. Have you ever found yourself paralyzed by a small decision? Something like, should you go for a walk or stay in and watch television? Should you call a friend or wait for them to reach out? These choices might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they add up and change the course of our lives. Let me start by sharing a personal story that illustrates the power of small decisions. A few years ago, I was at a crossroads in my career. I had an opportunity to take on a new project that was exciting, but outside of my comfort zone. It wasn't a major life-changing decision, but it felt significant. I wavered, unsure whether to take the leap or stick with what I knew. After much deliberation, I decided to go for it. That small decision opened up new opportunities, expanded my skill set, and eventually led to a promotion. It taught me the importance of making thoughtful choices, even when they seem minor. So, how can we get better at making these small but impactful decisions? Here are some strategies that have helped me, and I believe that they can help you too. First, clarify your values. Knowing our core values provides a small foundation for decision making. When I'm clear about what matters most to me, whether it's family, health, career, or personal growth, I can make decisions that align with those values. So take some time to reflect on your values and write them down. When faced with a decision, ask yourself this: does this choice align with my values? Practice mindfulness. Being present and aware in the moment helps me make more conscious decisions. Mindfulness allows me to pause, reflect, and consider the implications of my choices rather than reacting impulsively. I try to incorporate mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing into my daily routine to strengthen my decision making skills. Gather information. Sometimes I've made decisions based on incomplete information. Before making a choice, I take the time to gather all the relevant facts. This doesn't mean overanalyzing or seeking perfection, but ensuring I have enough information to make an informed decision. Then I consider the long-term impact. You see, small decisions can have long-term consequences. I think about how a choice might affect my future. Will it bring me closer to my goals, or could it potentially create obstacles? This perspective helps me weigh the benefits and risks more effectively. I always trust my intuition. While it's important to be logical, I don't discount my gut feelings. Intuition can be a powerful guide, especially when faced with complex decisions. If something feels right or wrong, pay attention to that inner voice. Consider to limit your options. You see, having too many choices can lead to decision paralysis. Simplify the process by narrowing down your options. Focus on a few key choices rather than getting overwhelmed by every possible alternative. Create a decision making routine. You see, establishing a routine can streamline the decision making process. For example, I might decide to review my options in the morning when my mind is fresh, when things are clear. Or I might set aside a time each week to evaluate my choices. You see, consistency helps reduce stress and improves clarity. And then you can reflect on past decisions. Try looking back on previous decisions and their outcomes. What worked well? What didn't? You see, using these insights to inform future choices can be invaluable. Learning from past experiences is a valuable tool for improving decision making skills. One question I always ask my children when they're faced with a decision and they've made that decision, I go back and I said to them, "So, what have you learned from this?" It irritates them, but it causes them to think. Now, what I would like to do here is for us to discuss some examples of small decisions on how applying these strategies can make a difference in everyday life based on certain circumstances such as health and wellness choices or social interactions and or career decisions. The first example on health and wellness is to imagine you're deciding whether to cook a healthy meal or order takeout. Clarifying your values around health can guide your choice. So, if maintaining a healthy lifestyle is important to you, cooking a nutritious meal aligns with that value. Practicing mindfulness can help you recognize if you're reaching for takeout out of convenience or stress. Gathering information might involve looking up a quick, healthy recipe, considering the long term impact. Cooking at home can lead to better health and cost savings. Remember, trusting your intuition, you might feel more satisfied and energized after a homemade meal. The second example we want to look at is on social interactions. Suppose you're deciding whether to attend a social event or stay at home. If you value relationships and connection, attending the event might align with those values. Practicing mindfulness helps you assess your current state. Think about, are you feeling up to it or do you need rest? Gathering information might include checking the details of the event and who will be there. Considering the long-term impact, attending could strengthen relationships, friendships, and provide new opportunities. So, trusting your intuition again, you might feel a sense of excitement or hesitation that guides your choice. A third example is on career decision making. If you're thinking on whether to take an extra project at work, clarifying your values around career growth and work balance is crucial. Practicing mindfulness will help you evaluate if you have the capacity to take it on without burnout. So, gathering the information might involve understanding the project's demands and benefits. Then, considering the long-term impact by taking the project could enhance your skills and career prospects. Trusting your intuition, you might feel motivated or overwhelmed, indicating whether it's the right move for you. Let's circle back to my personal story for a moment. When I decided to take on that challenging project, I wasn't just making a career decision. I was choosing to embrace growth, step out of my comfort zone, and trust my abilities. Each small decision along the way, whether to stay late to finish a task, to ask for help, or to celebrate a milestone, shaped the outcome. And it wasn't always easy. There were moments of doubt and stress, but by applying the strategies we've discussed, I navigated those choices with great clarity and confidence. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize that decision making is a skill that improves with practice, so be patient with yourself. It's okay to make mistakes and learn from them. Each decision, no matter how small, is an opportunity to grow and refine your approach. Thank you so much for joining me today on Soulful Self-Care. I hope these insights and strategies help you navigate the small decisions that shape your life with greater ease and confidence. If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe and leave a comment. Your feedback means the world to me. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember that every small decision is a step on your journey to a more meaningful and fulfilling life.